Hi guys, Ethereal Awakening here doing individual zodiac sign readings. This one is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Before the readings, I've had this feeling in my hands like I can't hold on to things. And it gave me that impression, kind of like everything good in my life slips through my hands. Like I can't hold on to the things I really find good. And so, with that energy, I'm going to jump right into these readings. I have a new oracle deck. This is Messages from the Light by Joyce Huntington. So I'm pulling a couple of these and then reading some tarot and an advice card. So let's see what Spirit wants the Leos to know about this energy I was feeling. I just heard you are strong. And you're the Strength card, Leo, so it's the first thing Spirit wants you to know. And noble. So there might be some Leos out there who feel like their nobility has been in question. Spirit wants you to know that's not true. Anything that we feel is a failure is an opportunity to adjust and keep going. So if there's something that is drawing your attention to something in your nobility, what makes you feel like you have a leg to stand on, like your nobility, what makes you noble, reliable, loyal. If there's something that's been in question for that, that's just simply something that Spirit's trying to draw your attention to so that you can make adjustments and keep going. So, two of these oracle cards. Family. Pretty card. Look at all that pink. So pretty. Nature. All right, so let me get the book and read from this. All right. Your family will support you in times of stress and transformation. Remember that not every family is biologically related. Your soul group awaits. Open to them. I have had to walk away from virtually everyone in my immediate and extended family. I have limited contact with my adult daughter. But I'm now forming relationships for the first time in my life based off of my new spiritual eyes, my new spiritual heart. People that I feel like they're going to be there with me for the long haul, for the right reasons. I'm not in these relationships because one of us is using the other. I see that real quick. And nature, there we go. Immerse yourself in growing things, in wide open spaces, in rich loam, water and light, sunlight. You are part of a greater whole which is eager to provide the respite, the energies, and the inspiration you crave. So this is expansion, is what this card is speaking on. It could be physically get outside. I'm looking out the window right now and it is snowing, and it's one of my favorite things is to watch the snow and see how beautiful the landscape is after a snow. It always looks like a winter wonderland to me. And I was born in January, and I've always, I've kind of been, I'm not autumn. I love autumn is my favorite. Love all the seasons. That's why I live in the middle of the country, where we get 4 distinct seasons. I say 4 distinct seasons, but we can get those 4 distinct seasons all within a week. So, but still, I love having the 4 seasons. Whether I get them in a week or I get them every couple months, doesn't matter. I still want to have them. Although I may travel anywhere in the world, which is in my future, because I've not gone a lot of places outside of this little middle of America home of mine. It's all this internal expansiveness. It's learning that the things that grow inside of me grow outside of me. So as my insides expand, I no longer want to sit in a stagnant energy. I recognize that if I do sit in victimhood or violence or anger or any of those negative lower vibrational energies, that is exactly what I pick up on and is recognized in my external. But if I change that from internal, recognizing that, again, biologically people might not be my family, but that is not as what is required to be considered family. You simply have to love each other, support each other, be there for each other, care for each other. And none of these things require money. All of these things do, however, require energy and time. These things are afforded when you internally recognize the importance that you have for yourself, and then that gets, again, manifested outside of you. So the expansiveness of growing things inside you, like love and compassion and honor, nobility, strength, Leo, these things do get manifested outside of you. I'm going to pull some tarot. Spirit, what more do we need to let Leo know about these cards here? Spirit, what more do we need to know? Would you like to share? All right. On family, we have the Empress. That's exactly what I'm saying. Loving, nurturing, kind, expansive energy from the Empress on the family. Expanding beyond what we might be locked into the belief system. Well, family is my mom and dad, my brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, cousins. Well, what about the people that you're identifying with outside of that circle? I know in my situation, I'm now coming into contact with friends that I feel are way more deeply connected and are going to be there for me in a long haul based off of this new energetic understanding I have of myself. I now see that in the people that I want to keep company, and they're no blood relation. The King of Pentacles. This is manifesting in your real, this is coming into fruition. Knowing what you want and getting it. Under family with the Empress, it's learning that family is what you make of it by being family oriented. When you have the family mindset, it does not matter who is blood related or not. Those nurturing, loving, caring, kind relationships do get manifested starting from the first relationship with self that has to be loving, care, kind, and compassionate. Under nature, we have the King of Cups. So that expansive, it could be very literal getting into nature. I know I always, if I feel a little uneasy, going outside is always, it always helps. It helps me to feel like my mind can kind of explode into the cosmos. And I am not confined by the walls that surround me or the thoughts that keep me imprisoned. So this King of Cups is very emotionally tied to being able to have that same freedom. His emotions run through his internal balance and then expanding into being able to run a kingdom through that emotional balance. First within. And the Queen of Pentacles. And there's a King and Queen of Pentacles here, and the Empress and the King of Cups. So it's like there's a lot of people. There's the King and Queen of Pentacles together. But this is just on the other side, you know, this is like on the other side of it. This is learning. This King of Cups is here with this Queen of Pentacles. So this is, again, what is manifested internally becomes manifested externally, physically. That emotional balance creates relationships that expand who you are. You expand each other, whatever relationships. If they're familial, platonic, romantic, co-working, whatever relationships that you want. Whatever is the internal relationship gets manifested externally. And under nature, I would say that you want these expansive, these long-lasting, because when your relationship's expansive, it has potential to keep going. And that's what that expansive means. Underlying energy, the 7 of Rods. So those 6 rods, you have the upper hand here in this. No matter what comes at you, you can defend it. But first you have to learn about yourself at a level that no matter what rod is being tossed at you, you do have something to stand on. And the 3 of Swords, this heartache, pain, loss, disappointment, what was it there to show you? Because once you've learned what that is, what those experiences were meant to teach you about yourself, that gives you that spiritual platform that 7 of Rods man is standing on to be in that upper position. I've taken the heartache, the pain, the loss, the disappointment. I've learned about myself, why I was in those situations. It's made me strong and given me the spiritual platform to be on the upper hand. And then the Magician. I can manifest exactly what I want. I recognize that that's what I'm doing. When my mind is filled with positivity, I manifest positive. When it is filled with negativity, I become manipulative and negative. Recognizing these patterns as exactly what they need to be. And ending, very next card, 10 of Swords. Ending all of the mental confusion. Nobody stabbed you in the back if you hadn't been there to have your back, with your back turned, not seeing that if you walked out the door, you wouldn't even be there to have a single sword stuck in your back, let alone 10. I'm pulling an advice card from the Chapel of Sacred Mirrors deck by Alex Gray for my Leos. Spirit, what advice do we have for Leo? Oh, boy, these messages have been on point today. This is the Sophia card. Another beautiful artwork. Try to get in the Kali and the Universal Mother down there. And then her palms. So, Alex Gray is so phenomenal. The Caduceus, the Lotus, the Universal Mind Baby inside of her. Alright, Wisdom stretched forth her finger and introduced light into matter, and she followed it down into the region of chaos. Her halo, sacred language, beyond rational understanding, infinite vision and wisdom united as one level of being. Hands, the imminent manifestation of the goddess, life-giving nurturer, cradle of civilization, and Kali, dark mother of time, birth, death, mother light, living guiding presence of the principle of transcendental truth, goddess as Gnostic vessel of rebirth and spiritual transformation, a guide for the times of crisis humanity is now facing. Having embraced the entire world in her spirit-nourished heart, a new order of awakening humanity awaits incarnation. The reflection on wisdom. I believe I began, Leo, this reading speaking on, was it this one? Maybe I didn't begin this reading speaking on it, but it's the difference between knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge is having a bunch of information, and wisdom is putting that information into action. The smartest people can not appear to be that intelligent because they don't take their own advice. This is a prompting that what wisdom comes from going within becomes, or what information turns into knowledge from going within, and then wisdom when we put it into practice. That's what I meant to say. Hope this helped, Leo. See you next time.